Hey friends, Steve here. I know that today's topic is heavier than usual, but it's something that unfortunately cannot wait. So, the recent fires here in Los Angeles have left so many people hurting, losing homes, losing keepsakes, and even more importantly, losing their peace of mind. So, in the aftermath of a tragedy, it's very natural to focus on getting help, rebuilding, and moving forward. Unfortunately, scammers know this and they see an opportunity to take advantage of your vulnerability. So, today, I'm here to help you protect yourself. If you've ever tuned in before, you know this is a finance channel, and a big part of financial wellness isn't just about growing your credit or fixing your finances. It's about making sure no one can ever take advantage of what's already yours. So today, we're going to be diving into the most common disaster-related scams, how to recognize the warning signs, and more importantly, what you can do to stay safe. So let's get into it, because your safety and peace of mind, well, they're very well worth protecting. And you have my prayers and my thoughts. So, number one, beware of fake charity scams saying your donation could change lives. Now, scammers know that people want to help in a time of crisis. So what they do is they'll set up fake charities or even pose as legitimate organizations just to steal donations. You'll see emotional images, heartbreaking stories, and of course, those urgent pleas for money. But it's all a con, and a big one at that. Now, here's how to spot and avoid these kind of scams. So firstly, stick to known organizations. If you truly want to donate and it's an honorable thing, stick to well-known groups like the Red Cross or to local trusted charities. Verify the websites. Scammers often create websites that look almost identical to real ones. So double check the URL. Watch for small typos or even suspicious domain names like .net instead of .org. Also, use charity verification tools. Now, websites like Charity Navigator or GuideStar, well, they can confirm if an organization is absolutely legitimate. And I can't stress how important this is. Now, here's a major red flag. If someone is asking for donations through wire transfers, cryptocurrency, or gift cards, well, trust me, guys, it's 100% a scam. A scam. I can't stress that enough. Also, beware of shady contractors saying, we can rebuild your home fast. Now, after a disaster, it's absolutely natural to want to rebuild as quickly as possible. Scammers know this, and what they do is they pose as contractors who promise fast, cheap repairs. But instead, what they deliver is shoddy work, or they even disappear altogether after taking your money. Be very cautious of that one. It's very common. Now, here's how to protect yourself against that. So listen closely, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, ask for their license and also their insurance. A real contractor will be happy to show proof of their license and insurance. Next up, get multiple quotes. Don't settle for the first person who shows up. Please compare a few estimates to get a sense of what's reasonable. Next up, and this is a big one, never pay in full up front. Listen, a small deposit is normal, but avoid anyone asking for large upfront payments, especially before any work has actually started. Also, please avoid what's known as storm chasers. Now, these are contractors who show up uninvited at your door, that's if you've still got one, unfortunately, with offers that seem just too good to be true. These are often scammers that are looking to cash in on desperation. Number 3, our friends FEMA and the disaster relief scams. Now, you will know them because they're here saying, we're here to help you get approved. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, government assistance programs like FEMA are definitely a lifeline for many disaster survivors, but scammers often pretend to be government officials offering faster approvals or even extra benefits for a price. Now, here's what you need to know about them. So again, please listen carefully. The government will never, ever ask for money up front. FEMA, the SBA, and other official agencies don't charge for applications or even offer expedited services in exchange for payment. And on that subject, verify the contact information. So if you get an email, a text, or a call claiming to be from FEMA, do not, and I repeat, do not reply directly. Instead, contact FEMA through their official website or phone number to verify it's actually them. And also, on that subject, beware of phishing attempts. Scammers often send emails with links that look legitimate, but what they do is they lead you to fake websites that are designed to steal your personal information. So never click links. Always type the official web address directly into your browser, and that's important. Now, if someone says, we can secure your check faster for $500, trust me, that's a scam. Plain and simple. Emergency loans. You'll see them all over the place. Get cash fast to rebuild. Especially when you're facing a crisis, having quick access to cash, trust me, can feel like a lifeline. But predatory lenders and scammers, they know this, and they will try to trap you with emergency loan offers that often have sky-high interest rates and, of course, hidden fees. Excuse me. Now, here's to avoid these kind of traps. So again, please pay attention. Stick with reputable lenders. If you need to borrow money, only borrow from institutions that you know and you trust, like your bank or your credit union. For any reason, avoid upfront fees. Why? Because no legitimate lender will charge you upfront just to apply for a loan. Read the fine print. Be sure to check the interest rate, the fees, and the repayment terms before you sign absolutely anything. Now, if a lender promises guaranteed approval without checking your credit, or maybe they ask you for account details to hold your loan, do me a favor, walk away. It's a scam. I repeat it, it's a scam. Now, next up, emotional scams. Please help my family. Now, we see these all over LA. This really is one of the hardest because it plays directly on your compassion. Scammers will post heartbreaking stories on social media, pretending to be victims and ask for direct donations. And you'll see this very often. Now, here's how to spot these particular scams. So again, you know the drill, pay attention. Avoid sending money directly to individuals that you do not know, even if Their story feels real. Please stick to verified crowdfunding campaigns or trusted organizations. Also, look for signs of fake accounts. Many scammers create brand new accounts just for this purpose. If their profile was made yesterday, and you can guess what's coming, and it only has 1 or 2 posts, well, ladies and gentlemen, that's a huge red flag. Now, I get it. You have a big heart, but please make sure your kindness reaches real people in need and not those awful scammers who are taking advantage of these situations. Rental scams. These are more and more common and they're popping up more. We've got the perfect place for you, especially if you've lost your home. Finding a house or a new place to live can be absolutely overwhelming. We've seen it all over the news. Scammers prey on this desperation by posting fake rental listings. Now, here's how to be safe from this particular scam. Number 1, visit in person. Never ever agree to rent a place without seeing it in person first. Number 2, avoid wire transfers. Legitimate landlords will never ask you to wire money or send cash before you actually sign a lease. Also, look out for stolen listings. Scammers, believe it or not, often copy real rental listings and change the contact information. Now, a quick reverse image search on Google can quickly help you spot those copied photos. Next up, here we go, social media and email scams that say, click here for emergency resources. Now, scammers love social media because it spreads fast. I know that. You know that. They'll share links promising emergency resources, financial aid, or even, worst of the worst, photos of lost pets. But when you click, you're redirected to phishing sites that are designed to steal your information. And whatever you do, don't click unknown links. Instead, go to official websites directly for all updates and resources. Keep an eye out for spelling errors or strange formatting. Why? Because legitimate organizations, well, they have professional communication experts. Phishing scams often have typos or weird word formatting, so that should give you a big clue. When in doubt, skip the link and do me a favor, search for the resource yourself. That is very important. Now, here's my final thoughts. Please protect yourself and stay informed. Now, I know this is a lot to take in, especially if you're in the middle of, well, rebuilding your entire life. I understand. But the good news is you've survived so much already. You're far stronger than you realize. The last thing that you need in your life right now is a scammer trying to steal your peace of mind and your financial security. Be safe, my friends. Let's outsmart those scammers together. Look after yourself. God bless. You guys are in my thoughts and prayers.